welcome to Asia Unscripted. This is part 2 of my little tour of Cebu Business Park. If you guys didn't watch part 1, go back, watch part 1. This is part 2 of 2. So basically what we're doing is we're walking around the whole entire outside of the Ayala Mall. So the whole outside is full of office buildings, condos, hotels, various things. Hump ahead. Feel free to hump. You guys in the US know what I'm talking about. So over here is the Sata Hotel. Now the Sata Hotel used to be the Marriott, but Marriott lost its lease, so Sata took over. Sata is a Filipino brand. They're kind of on the higher end. From what other people have told me, it's not as nice as Marriott. So I haven't been in there since it was Marriott, but I did spend some time in there when it was Marriott. So up there we got some condos that just went up. Studio condos go for 40 or 50,000 a month in there at the very minimum. It's not cheap, Western style, but you're right next to one of the major malls in the Philippines, which is right there, Ayala Center, Cebu. If you're in Manila, Ayala has a bunch of malls up there. Greenbelt and Makati. There's others, I just can't think of them right now. But all the major cities in the Philippines have Ayala malls. They have SM malls. And many of the smaller cities have Gaisanos. Gaisanos are more a Filipino style mall. Ayalas are more for Western people or the upper class of Filipinos. Most Filipinos wouldn't come to an Ayala. They're more comfortable at malls like Gaisano or E-Mall or the local malls. That white building right there is called Rustin's. Rustin's is kind of like a Macy's in the US. Kind of an upscale mall, or department store I should say. On the bottom level they have a pretty upscale supermarket. You can find many Western items. So yeah, living here would be very convenient. You got your mall, you got your supermarket, you got banks. I mean, there's no reason for you to leave the business park if you don't want to. And many people do not. They're pretty happy with what they have here. So Metro is a Gaisano store too, apparently. So there's the entrance to the supermarket. Food Panda is our delivery service. So if you want foods from the restaurant, it's kind of like in the States they have Uber Food and Dash Door and all that. But in the Philippines it is Food Panda. I would love to live in this condo. The problem with condos in the Philippines and in Asia, well, no, it's more a Philippines issue. The studios are way too small. They're tiny. They don't give you a lot of space like in if you go to Vietnam or Thailand, the studios are way more spacious. Over across the street, I don't know if you guys can see, but there there is an Amazon call center across the street, which is very interesting. Amazon doesn't have a large presence in the Philippines, but if you call Amazon customer service, more than likely you're going to get an agent in the Philippines. Many of the call centers have moved here over the years, so not too bad, too bad. In the background there, that's kind of an unusual looking building. Pretty sure that's an office building of some sort. This is an entrance into one of the parking garages for the mall. They do charge for parking here. I'm not 100% sure how much they charge for parking, but they do charge. I can never get enough of these palm trees. I love them. So there's the condo still under construction. It has direct access into the mall, or it will have direct access into the mall when it opens. Right now it's not really rush hour, so there's not a lot of traffic, but come back here about 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. there will be a lot of traffic. Back there's some more condos. And there's still undeveloped plots of land over here. Give it 5 or 10 years and there'll be a lot more office buildings and condos here. So this is the Metro department store. 2 years ago it burned down. And they're still rebuilding it. The first 3 floors, I think, are already open. They're still working on a few upper floors left. So it looks a lot nicer in there, a lot more roomy. We need to cross the street. There's a locals jeepney. I think we can cross right about now. We are almost done with this little tour. I just want to show you this cool little hotel coming up. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see, but down there in the background is a hotel called Red Planet. Red Planet is a Asian brand, but the rooms are small, they're cheap, but they advertise 5-star showers, 5-star beds. I mean, it's true, the water pressure is strong, the beds are soft, the internet is good. Those of you who have been in a Red Planet, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the rooms being very, very small. But for about 30 bucks a night, you have a great location. You're right across the street from a mall. There's a bunch of restaurants in a neighborhood behind the hotel, so it's a good place. I would recommend it if you're coming to visit Cebu. If you want something on the price to your side, back there is the Quest Hotel. It's more like 60 or 70 bucks a night, but that will get you a breakfast buffet, that will get you a swimming pool, things that the Red Planet do not have. So anyways, this is the end of the tour. I thank you guys for tuning in to Asia Unscripted. I appreciate all my subscribers, and I will see you again in the next video.